cinephiles and book lovers. Welcome back to Chapter to Cinema, where we chat all things book to screen adaptations. Sometimes we cheer and sometimes we cry at what's being done to our favorite stories. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of Maya Memsaab, the Bollywood film adaptation of the French classic Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. It's a cross-cultural mashup, but did it keep the soul of Emma Bovary alive in the form of Maya? Let's find out. Madame Bovary tells the tragic tale of Emma Bovary, a woman trapped in her own fantasies of love and luxury, driven to ruin by her desires. Now, what happens when you take that 19th century French tale and drop it to 1990s in India? You get Maya Memsaab, a visually stunning yet polarizing adaptation. The essence of both the stories is the same: a woman seeking more from life, disillusioned by the mundane reality she finds herself in. But the question is, did Maya Memsaab manage to capture the depth of Emma's inner turmoil, or did it lose its way in Bollywood-style extravagance? Now let's talk about the performances. Deepa Sahi plays the titular role of Maya, or Emma's counterpart, and let's be honest, she brought an intensity to Maya that kept us glued. Sahi had this enigmatic presence, portraying Maya as both fragile and fiercely independent, much like Emma Bovary did. But did she match the complex emotional range of Flaubert's original character? We think she came close, but at times Maya felt more than mystical than relatable, which makes her less accessible than Emma's Bovary's very human desires. Now, Shah Rukh Khan plays Maya's lover, and it's fun to see him in an early role. But here's the thing: his character isn't given much depth in the film. In the book, Emma's lovers are significant to her emotional and romantic turmoil. However, in Maya Memsaab, SRK's character feels more like a plot device than a fully developed figure in Maya's journey, leaving his role less impactful than it could have been. Then there's the ending. Spoiler alert. Unlike the ambiguous endings you see in film adaptations, Maya Memsaab sticks to a tragic conclusion, much like Madame Bovary. Maya, like Emma, meets a demise, unable to escape the consequences of her desires and disillusionment. However, while Madame Bovary's death is a slow, painful result of poisoning, Maya's death is depicted with a more surreal, mystical touch, leaving the viewer with a sense of airy finality rather than pure tragedy. This difference in tone, while faithful to the core of the story, does slightly alter the experience for the audience. Maya's death feels more symbolic and almost otherworldly, fitting with the film's overall dreamlike quality. But at the heart of it, both Maya and Emma are trapped by their desires, and both meet the same tragic end. Now let's get on to the good, bad, and the moments of this adaptation. So what worked? Well, the visual storytelling is on point. The surreal cinematography really captures Maya's desire for something more, something magical. The film is a visual feast, and those who love artistic offbeat cinema will truly appreciate it. But what didn't work? The emotional core of Madame Bovary is Emma's constant painful dissatisfaction in life. Maya Memsaab loses some of that because the film is so focused on the ethereal. Maya's journey is less relatable, and sometimes it feels like her struggles are more of a fairy tale than a commentary on societal pressures. This brings on to our discussion about how different mediums affect storytelling. Flaubert's novel is steeped in realism. He paints a detailed picture of Emma's life, her relationships, her growing debts, and her slow descent into despair. The film, on the other hand, takes those same elements but expresses them through a more symbolic visual lens. Where the book is all about the subtlety of emotion, the movie goes big with its imagery and metaphors. So, does this make one better than the other? Not necessarily. They are just different ways of telling the same story. The book lets us live in Emma's head, while the movie tries to show us her heart through grand sweeping visuals. Now, before we wrap up, let's sprinkle in some fun trivia. Did you know that Maya Memsaab stirred up quite a bit of controversy when it was released? That's right. Some of the film's more risky scenes caused a bit of stir. leading to debates about censorship. And get this, Deepa Sahi, who played Maya, was married to director Ketan Mehta at that time, which made for an interesting behind the scenes dynamics. And fun fact, the film actually went on to win the National Film Award for Best Art Direction. And you can totally see that why. Those last visuals and magical sets weren't just for show, they were meticulously crafted. So, what's the final verdict? Did Maya Memsaab do justice to Madame Bovary? Well, if you're a fan of faithful adaptations, you might feel like this one wandered too far into the mystical. But if you are open to bold artistic interpretations, Maya Memsaab could be seen as a fascinating reimagining of Emma Bovary's timeless struggles. And not to mention, the young and cute version of Shah Rukh Khan is definitely something that you need to see. And that's a wrap for this episode. What do you think? Did Maya Memsaab capture the essence of Madame Bovary, or did it take a few too many creative detours? Let us know your thoughts in the comments or on our social medias. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun, film-loving content. Until next time, happy reading and happy watching. Thank you so much for joining us today.